If you've ever watched a volleyball game and thought, what just got called? Or who's even keeping track of all this? You're not alone. Officiating can look confusing, but once you understand it, it's actually pretty simple. Before we get started, if you want all my volleyball drills, stat sheets, lineup sheets, rotation sheets, and my other coaching tools in one place, I've got everything linked below. Also go to volleyballtools.com to get free printable Libero sheet downloads for club, college, or school ball. Let's get into it. I'm going to break down everything you need to know to run a volleyball match with confidence. We're covering referee signals, line judge signals, libero tracking, and how to work the scoreboard. Whether you're a coach, player, parent, or helping at the score table, this is your complete beginner guide to volleyball officiating. Made easy, let's get into it. Volleyball refs use hand signals to communicate every call. Instead of shouting across the court, they use clear visual cues so everyone knows what happened. Once you learn these signals, the game becomes way easier to follow, and you'll react faster as a player. To authorize a serve, the ref will start with their arm and hand pointed to the side of serve, then bend at the elbow and move the hand to indicate the direction of service for a point or side out. The ref points one arm straight out toward the winning team. This means the rally is over and a point is awarded. The ref points to the team that scored. For replay, the ref raises two thumbs up. A replay means the rally will be done again, usually because of interference, equipment issues, or the ref couldn't see the play clearly. For ball in, the ref points down for in on the side of the court where the ball landed. When the ball lands on the line or inside the court, ball in. For ball out, the ball lands outside the line. The ref signals out. And the ref raises both arms straight up for out with palms facing them. For a touch, the ref bends the elbow of the arm of the side that touched and brushes with the palm of one hand the fingers of the other hand. This means the ball touched a player before going out. Even if the ball flew out, the team that touched it last loses the point. For a net violation, the ref touches the net with one hand. This occurs if a player touches the net during play. The ref indicates a net violation. This gives the other team the point. For a double contact, the ref raises two fingers on one hand. This happens when the player contacted the ball twice in a row illegally, most commonly called on setters. For a lift or carry or catch, the ref uses open hand, palm up, and lifts in an upward motion. A lift means the ball was held, scooped, or carried instead of cleanly hit. Beginners often see this call when they get stuck under the ball. For 4 hits, the ref raises 4 fingers. Each side is allowed only 3 hits. If a team touches it 4 times before sending the ball over, then it's a violation. For out of rotation or rotation faults, the ref will make a circular motion with the forefinger. This means players weren't in the correct order at the moment of the serve. For a timeout, the ref towards the side of the timeout will bend at the elbow vertically and place the palm of one hand over the fingers of the other, held vertically, forming a T, and then indicate the requesting team. For a substitution, the ref will create a circular motion of the forearms around each other. This allows players to rotate in and out for the game for one another. For end of a set or match, the ref will cross the forearms in front of the chest, hands open. This indicates that set or match is over. For a blocking fault or screening, the ref will raise both arms vertically, palms forward. This occurs when the serving team is creating a group of players to make it difficult for the receiving team to view the serve. For reaching beyond the net, place a hand above the net, palm facing downward. This occurs when the defensive player reaches over the net and affects the ball in play before the ball has crossed over the net. For an attack hit fault, the ref will make a downward motion with the forearm, hand open. This can occur when a back row player tries to attack and makes contact above net height. So what does a line judge do? First, let's quickly cover your role. As a line judge, your job is to help the referee make accurate calls by watching. If the ball lands in or out, if the ball touches a player before going out, if there are any foot faults on serves, and antenna violations. Your signals need to be clear, quick, and confident. Let's start with a ready stance. Make sure to stand in a balanced, athletic stance, with your feet shoulder-width apart and knees slightly bent, ready to move quickly in either direction. Hold the flag in front of you with a relaxed but firm grip, keeping your eyes focused on your assigned line. Stay alert and still until the serve, then track the play without unnecessary movement. Now let's go over the line judge signals. Signal 1, which is ball in. When the ball lands in bounds, point your flag down toward the court. Make it clear and hold the signal for a second so the referee sees it. Signal 2 is ball out. When the ball lands out of bounds, raise your flag straight up above your head. Keep your arms strong and visible. Signal 3 is a touch, in which the ball has touched a player. If the ball touches a player before going out, raise the flag and touch the top of the flag with your free hand. This tells the referee there was a touch. Signal 4 is a foot fault on serve. If the server steps on or over the line before contacting the ball, point your flag down toward the end line and indicate the fault. Signal 5 is the antenna violation. This occurs if the ball crosses outside the antenna or hits it. Point your flag toward the antenna and raise it to show the violation. Signal 6 is the unsure or no call. If you didn't clearly see the play, cross your arms in front of your chest. This tells the referee you're unsure. Never guess. Here are some tips for beginners. Always stay focused on your line. Don't follow the ball. Watch your responsibility area, make strong, confident signals, and never guess. If you didn't see it, then let the ref know that you are unsure. This applies whether you're helping at youth, junior high, high school, or club matches. All right, quick breakdown on how to use a flip scoreboard. Every time a team wins a rally, they get a point. So you're simply flipping the number to match their new score. If the serving team wins the rally, they score a point and keep serving. If the receiving team wins, they score a point and gain the serve. So your job is to update the score immediately after each rally. Don't wait, or you'll fall behind. Always double check you're flipping the correct side for each team. Home team on one side, visiting team on the other. Stay consistent the whole match. And one simple tip, say the score in your head as you flip it. That helps you avoid mistakes and stay locked in. So what is Libero tracking and how to use the Libero tracking sheet? Libero tracking is the process of recording when the Libero replaces a player in the back row. Unlike regular substitutions, Libero replacements do not count as substitutions, must follow strict rotation rules, and must be tracked correctly to avoid illegal alignments. So who can the Libero replace? The Libero can only replace back row players. Most commonly, the Libero replaces middle blockers. Sometimes a setter or right side hitter if needed. All right, let's go over the key instructions you need to follow when tracking the Libero. First, let's go over the setup. Before the set even starts, make sure you've recorded the team names, the Libero's jersey number, and the starting lineup in serving order. If you get this part right, everything else becomes much easier to manage. Next, let's focus on the Libero entry. Anytime the Libero comes into the game, you're going to write an L next to the number of the player they're replacing on the tracking sheet. The first time you will do this is after the down ref checks the lineups and motions the Libero to take the court. At that time, you need to pay attention which player the Libero will be coming in for back row for the beginning of the game. Please note that the Libero can sub in for 2 different players. An example would be for both middles, as they are rotating to the back row. It may look like the 2 middles are switching on and off the court for each other, while the libero stays. But what's actually happening is that as the libero is rotating to the front row, so the middle she initially subbed out for will sub in to play front row, while at the same time the middle, who was on the court, is now being subbed out with the libero. Think of it as two libero substitutions at once. Now let's focus on when the libero exits. When the libero leaves the court, you write the number of the player going back in next to that L. And remember, it has to be the exact same player the libero originally replaced. If you need someone else to come in for that middle, like a defensive specialist, then you will need to make a player-to-player substitution. Let's talk about serving. If the libero serves, you need to clearly mark that position. Most people circle it or draw a triangle around it, depending on the requirement or age group. Now for regular substitutions. When a normal sub happens, slash the number of the player coming out, and write in the new player's number right next to it. This helps you track how many subs you've used. Some sheets might also have additional numbers in which you can slash to help you keep track of how many substitutions were used. Here are some important rules to keep in mind. Libero replacements are unlimited, but they can only happen during dead balls. Also, a rally has to happen before the libero can come back in for the same player. And don't forget, the libero cannot block, attempt to block, or attack the ball above the height of the net. Finally, let's go over some illegal replacements. Keep an eye out for things like the libero serving in the wrong rotation, or libero serving for two players, or the wrong player replacing the libero, or even players subbing in and out for multiple positions on the court. If you see something off, let the referee know right away so it can be corrected. Think of it this way. The libero tracking sheet is your court map. If it's not written down, it didn't happen. And if you track everything in real time, you'll never lose control of the lineup. Once you understand how to use the libero tracking sheet, you'll feel way more confident running the score table or coaching from the bench. I hope you found this helpful. For a free download of this printable sheet for players or your own use, click on the link below and visit volleyballtools.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any questions or want to see more volleyball resources. See you in the next video.